The Hyperkin competitor featured in today's review was provided courtesy of Hyperkin. Do you prefer offset thumbsticks or symmetrical ones? Your choice likely lines up with the platforms you have spent the most time playing on. As more of an Xbox and Nintendo guy, I have always preferred offset for 3D games and symmetrical for more D-pad focused titles. But for anyone who prefers a symmetrical layout for every type of gaming experience on Xbox, options for a pad with that stick layout have been a bit slim. But now Hyperkin has released the Competitor, an officially licensed Xbox controller that features symmetrical sticks. This wired controller has proven to be a capable performer over my last few weeks of testing, and it has worked well across Xbox and PC. The Hyperkin Competitor has a cool looking box with a glossy depiction of the controller and its wire on the front. Xbox and Hyperkin branding are also present, along with the controller's name. I love the stylized X that makes up the background. One side of the box gives us a depiction of the symmetrical layout, while the other highlights some key features of the competitor and system compatibility. The back further breaks down what makes the competitor special, with pictures to emphasize. Opening the box, you will find your competitor, its 10-foot USB cable, a set of swappable thumb caps, a quick start guide, a Hyperkin social media card and sticker, and finally a 1-month code for Xbox Game Pass. As its name implies, the competitor takes a lot of inspiration for its look from the Sony DualSense controller. The body is wide and has a sturdy feel when held. Sticks are again in symmetrical layout, and the D-pad uses a separated style that looks ripped directly from the DualSense. Face buttons are spaced farther apart than typical Xbox controllers and have a flat top. Face buttons and D-pad feel good to use with nice actuation ranges. They don't feel cheap or make a ton of noise while in use, which is a plus. The menu, view, home, share, and mic mute switch are also present and function well. Bumpers and triggers have a thinner shape than first-party Xbox controllers and feel comfortable to use. Triggers have proper resistance and don't have an obnoxious clack like some third-party options. 2 rear programmable buttons are located on the back of the competitor, and they align well with the grip. They have a satisfying click when pressed and can also be locked while not in use. The thumbsticks also have good resistance and feel nice to use thanks to the included anti-friction rings. The swappable caps are a neat touch, providing both a PlayStation and Xbox feel depending on your preference. Both provide a good grip, and swapping between them is a breeze. The overall build quality of the competitor is nice, featuring a sturdy frame that can withstand everyday wear and tear without issue. It is a lighter pad thanks to not needing a battery, but with the inclusion of 4 rumble motors, it isn't as light as some wired options. The two-tone black and white color scheme of my review sample looks fantastic. A pure black variant is also available. The USB-C cable stays in place while in use, ensuring no unexpected interruptions during play. The included 3.5mm headset jack likewise has a good grip and gave me no issues during play. The competitor's cool aesthetics are thankfully accompanied by solid performance. Using it across both Xbox and PC over the last few weeks has gone without issue. The competitor has a reasonable 250Hz polling rate with an average input latency of around 4 milliseconds, ensuring it will have less than a frame of lag with 60 FPS and 120 FPS titles. PC players playing at 240 FPS will have to bear 1 frame of latency. But on my Xbox and 165Hz PC setup, I have never encountered any latency issues throughout my testing. The competitor feels responsive and inputs feel natural during play. Buttons and bumpers are pleasing to use and can be quickly pressed without issue. I have not encountered any dropped inputs, and sustained inputs never cut out unexpectedly. I have enjoyed having the extra space between the face buttons. While I never have issues with first-party Xbox controllers, the less claustrophobic appearance makes me feel good inside. I also appreciate that the bumpers don't feel spongy and don't cause any unusual fatigue after prolonged use. Triggers likewise feel great during play, offering precision to hit different ranges with ease. The included impulse triggers feel nice in supported titles, and they don't rattle during use. D-pad use has been great for my numerous retro titles and casual fighting games. The rollability is great, and hitting cardinal and diagonal inputs is no trouble. Tony Hawk and Mega Man feel great as a result, and I could pull off the typical Ryu combos in Street Fighter without problems. I will say that more die-hard FGC fans may take issue with the D-pad, as it does tend to misread with faster back-and-forth movements. Still, it feels nice, and any fans of the DualSense will be right at home with the competitor. Getting the rear programmable buttons set up is a breeze with the programming button, and can be done on the fly without any additional software needed. Thumbsticks were the surprise of the competitor, however. It uses Hall effect sticks to ensure drift-free gameplay that lasts for years, and the sticks Hyperkin opted for are insanely high resolution. They offer fantastic precision, and using them for every genre has worked without issue. Playing Battlefield 6 has been a particular highlight. Unfortunately, my skill level lets the controller down. Cardinal snapping is not an issue, and circularity is practically perfect. You may notice some diagonal cutoff in older games that made use of expanded ranges as a result, but for modern games, it is fantastic. There is a barely noticeable dead zone that will likely go unnoticed by many, but thankfully it isn't enough to seriously impact any game. Rumble feels great, and when combined with the impulse triggers, makes a great showcase for how to do it right. It isn't overbearing or weak, and again, no rattling. The included 3.5mm jack also provides good sound to my EPOS H6, and Dolby Atmos for headphones is supported in my testing. While everything went great in my testing of the competitor, I did find a few things to note for improvement. First, the minor dead zone. Just get rid of it entirely. These are Hall effect sticks. I don't want a dead zone, even as small as this one is. Next, the sticks can be prone to snapback if you like to do flicks. Not my style of play, so it is not an issue that would ever affect me, but it is something to be aware of. Lastly, the D-pad misreads for quick back and forths may turn off the FGC crowd. I have enjoyed my time with the Hyperkin competitor. It is a responsive controller with fantastic stick precision. It feels good to hold even after prolonged gaming sessions, and it works great across PC and Xbox. It has some minor things that could be addressed in future builds, but overall it should be a solid controller for anyone interested in it. It is a bit pricey at $49.99 compared to other alternatives, but anyone diving in won't have to feel they aren't getting their money's worth. Thank you for making it to the end of today's review on the Hyperkin competitor. Again, just a solid input option, and a big thank you to Hyperkin for sending this out my way to share with all of you. Been a fantastic month of gameplay using this guy, and yeah, if you're interested in it, go in knowing that there's really nothing to worry about. Fantastic pad. But here at the end, just the usual favors to ask. If you haven't already, just please be sure to hit that thumbs up, thumbs down button, depending on how much you like today's video, as well as that sub button, notification bell, so you can see when new videos go live on the channel, as there's always more coming your way. And for anyone interested in further helping support the channel, be sure to hit that join button here on YouTube, or that Patreon link in the bottom right hand corner of the screen when it pops up. Appreciate everybody that's helped us out over the years. You're true champs. But until next time, my wonderful internet peeps, y'all stay awesome, keep on gaming, and we'll see you back next video.